Boys and girls, welcome to our mathematics investigation on 2D space. This video has been created for you as a learning resource so that you can work through the mathematics activities at your own pace. The first learning activity in our mathematics investigation requires you to look up and write definitions for the following 2D shapes. When you're writing your definitions for these 2D shapes, you'll be expected to include a drawing and a label for each of the shapes. To give you an idea about the expectations for this task, I've linked a YouTube clip to our class blog to show you the kind of detail that is required in your recording of these 2D shapes. I've also included a link to a mathematics online dictionary in case you'd like to use that. Boys and girls, you may choose to do your recording in your workbook, or you can choose to do it using your iPad. When you know that your recordings and your definitions for your 2D shapes are as good as they can be, go to your teacher and get some feedback. They'll tell you whether or not you're ready to go on to the next activity or not. To complete the second activity in our mathematics investigation, you're going to need to watch a YouTube clip on angles. I've included a clip of the YouTube clip about angles on our class blog. If you look for the image here on the class blog and click on that link and watch it, it'll give you some interesting information that you can use for the next activity. The second activity in our mathematics investigation requires you to look up and record definitions for the following angles. Of course, your angles would be expected to be drawn with a ruler and to have some really good detail in your labelling. If you would like some extra information, you may use the online dictionary, and just remember that you may choose to do your recording in your book or using your iPad. Time to check in with your teacher and get some feedback. Your next learning activity in our mathematics investigation will be looking at measuring angles. So I have included a YouTube clip on our class blog about measuring angles. If you look for this image here on your class blog, you'll be able to click on the link and watch this at your own leisure. Time to get out your maths workbook, your ruler and your pencil, and start to practice drawing your angles. Once you've drawn them, you can have a go at measuring the angles and labelling them. Once you have at least 12 different angles that are labelled correctly, check in with your teacher and get some feedback. Your next learning activity requires you to choose 6 of the 2D objects circled, to draw them using a ruler, and then use your protractor to measure and name each of the angles inside your shape.